Hello, boys and girls, and those who bounce in between. It's Comrade Dankey here, and I'm here to talk about my old friend Destiny, a guy whose content I used to watch quite a bit, and this is his Twitch channel. Of course, Destiny is a Twitch streamer, but I first encountered him on YouTube through his debate with JonTron. I thought he proved to be a pretty smart guy and more than capable of handling himself in a debate, especially with a lot of these MAGA chuds like JonTron and Lauren Southern. So because of that, I think Destiny kind of popped up on a lot of people's radar on the left, and they had high hopes for Destiny. But then he decided to kind of go off the deep end. He started tweeting about how socialists were just cringe-worthy crybabies, and they uh, didn't live in the real world, and just all this really stupid stuff that I feel like was very patronizing towards the workers, was very patronizing towards the socialist movement in general. He basically said that we were all a bunch of cringe lord mama's boys who lived in our basements and didn't understand how the real world works. But didn't his criticism basically amounted just to that? When he was on the stream that we watched with Hassan Piker, he didn't really point to any specific policies or problems with socialist theory in specifics. He just had this weird sort of bootlicking veneration for the capitalist class and just had this weird disparaging attitude towards the workers and towards socialism in general. Uh, I was convinced that Destiny was just trolling in that whole exchange. But yeah, so I mean, all that said, in this video, I just sort of wanted to go over that whole thing, recap my thoughts with Destiny, um, and just sort of come to a conclusion about Destiny. I think he's an honest guy. I think he's a progressive, and I'm not going to fault the dude for stating his opinion, even though it's a dumb opinion. Uh, that being said, the guy fancies himself a smarty pants. The guy fancies himself, a real big brain boy, and he wasn't coming across as very big brained in the clips that I watched him with Hassan. He came off as kind of like a troll and not really like someone who's really interested in debating socialism. And I think to me, he has spurned the Chud so much that now he kind of wants to punch the other way. He kind of wants to punch down a little bit just so he can, maybe win some goodwill back with them too. I don't know. Uh, he has this thing, Intro to Socialism. I haven't watched this.
To happen yet. Now it's not to say
No,
maybe it'll happen in the future.
I agree with you to some extent that society will shift to accommodate to some extent, right? I'm not sure that that's going to be sustainable forever.
Maybe I agree. But now this is a fundamental critique of capitalism. Man, you would love, man, I wish I could woke you up to some Marxist shit because you would love it, dude. This is a fundamental critique of capitalism.
We should have a socialist debate next.
This is a fundamental critique of capitalism. It's the idea that capitalism and the way we have interest rates and everything set up relies on a constantly growing economy. That if your economy stops growing, you're dying. And this is something that people are very critical of.
I'm not saying our economy is going to stop growing. I'm saying that it won't always grow in every sector.
Well,
right?
All right, so Destiny, the guy I think is confused. I think he wants to criticize capitalism.
Oh my god, is the game going boy?
How do I make it stop? He wants to criticize capitalism, and at the same time, he wants to jerk it off. So I don't really know the guy. I don't really know why he's being so kind of wishy-washy and strange about capitalism, but it is quite strange. I am still going to follow him just because I like his content sometimes. When he's debating chuds, Destiny's fine. When he's bootlicking capitalist, me no likey. So to each their own. But that's Destiny for you.